If you were to trace your family tree backwards, starting with yourself, then your mother, and her mother before that, at first it would all feel familiar. You'd still be looking at people you'd recognize as human. But with each step back, the faces would subtly shift. Skin tone, jaw shape, eye placement, and brow ridges might begin to change. A few thousand years back, your ancestors would still be modern Homo sapiens, living in small communities, hunting, gathering, and telling stories by firelight. But if you kept walking back through time, you'd eventually meet people who looked different. Stronger builds, broader noses, heavier brows. Neanderthals, your close cousins, as intelligent and resourceful as you, yet adapted to colder climates. Keep going further back, and you might encounter Homo heidelbergensis, taller and more robust than most modern humans, with deep-set eyes and powerful jaws. Another step back takes you to Homo erectus, a species that walked the Earth for over 1 million years, mastering fire, creating tools, and exploring continents long before your kind even existed. And yet, the deeper you go, the stranger your ancestors become. Faces less like yours, brains slightly smaller, arms longer, bodies more suited to climbing than running. Eventually, you'd see beings that are barely recognizable as human at all. Australopithecines walking upright through African grasslands, scavenging for food, watching predators from a safe distance. Keep walking back and their posture tilts forward. Their arms grow longer, and soon you're looking at ape-like creatures moving through the trees. Go back even further, tens of millions of years, and the faces staring back at you are small, furry mammals, nocturnal insect eaters hiding from dinosaurs. This is your family, stretched across millions of years, and yet there's no single point where someone became human. Evolution doesn't draw a line in the sand. It's a slow, gradual drift from one form to another. It's like a deck of cards where each card represents one generation. Lay them all out in a row, starting with you at one end and your earliest ancestor at the other. If you flip through them one by one, the changes are almost impossible to see. Every card looks just like the one before it. Every child looks just like their parent. But now take the first and last card and place them side by side, and the difference is overwhelming. One shows a modern human with language, art, and technology, and the other shows a tiny mammal clinging to a branch in a prehistoric forest. The transition from one to the other didn't happen overnight. It happened in imperceptible steps, each building on the last. Fossils tell us this story in fragments. A partial jawbone here, a set of footprints there, stone tools buried alongside the remains of campfires. The famous Lucy, an Australopithecus afarensis, walked upright over 3 million years ago, yet her brain was no larger than a chimpanzee's. The Turkana boy, a Homo erectus fossil from Kenya, stood tall with long legs built for running, suggesting endurance hunting long before modern humans mastered the spear. From caves in Spain, we find Neanderthal art, symbols painted 20,000 years before Homo sapiens arrived in Europe. In Siberia's Denisova cave, a single finger bone and a few teeth tell of a mysterious group of humans, the Denisovans, who left their mark in the DNA of millions alive today. Each fossil, each artifact is another card in that massive evolutionary deck, another small step in the chain. And while the scientists can draw timelines and label species, the truth is that nature doesn't care about those boundaries. Change doesn't work like that. It happens slowly, invisibly, over countless lifetimes. Picture a coastal cliff where the sea is wearing away the rock. You don't notice the change from day to day, but after centuries, the shoreline is unrecognizable. That's what evolution does to species. It reshapes them bit by bit until the starting form is gone. And yet, in another sense, it's all still here. That tree-dwelling mammal from 60 million years ago, that's still you. The same unbroken chain of life, changing, adapting, surviving. There was no first human because every creature in your line was perfectly adapted to its own time. There was no sudden transformation, no before and after, just a seamless flow. Even today, the process hasn't stopped. You, me, everyone alive right now, we're all cards in the same endless deck, bridging the past and the future. 1 million years from now, our descendants might look at us the way we look at Homo erectus. Familiar, but strange. And they too won't have a first version of whatever they've become. Just as one day, one of those ancient cards, maybe Homo erectus, maybe Neanderthal, looked into a pool of water and saw their reflection, wondering what they were, You now stand here in the present, holding your place in this unbroken story, part of a transformation that started long before you and will continue long after. There was no first human, only the long, beautiful shuffle through time led to you.